On this computer. All right, we're recording. Cool. All right, let's do this. War Room number 2. This is hopefully this will be a little more subdued. I think I'm freaking dead tired. I was in a golf tournament yesterday and I got way too much sun for my pasty white ass. So it was worth it though. It was absolutely worth it. So the first and most important thing, I've got a list of 3 things here that are my main points for this time. The first is the step-by-step videos. Now, the first video was, we got done last night, I think. Christine helped me out with it. And it is a step-by-step walkthrough where I am speaking but not doing. And that has always been one of the downfalls of what I do is I just kind of like gloss over some shit. And it's like afterwards, I've skipped all these really, really what are simple steps to me, but they're important because they kind of make or break the whole process. So, so Christina helped me out with that, and we ran through and did a lead ad from start to finish and got it up and running. And if she was here, I'd ask her how it was doing. I was curious to see if she's got any leads off of it. But it should be a much more thorough guide of getting all of that done. So, so that, yeah, that's, see, now if more other people were watching right now, I am sure I would have a bunch of people chime in and going, yeah, great, that's awesome, because that's exactly what it was supposed to be and what I was working on. John, what's up, brother? Welcome. So we are, John, can you hear me?
Hey, good evening. Yes,
yeah,
I can.
Love it. Beautiful. So we were just talking about the step-by-step videos. The first one was posted, I think, yesterday. And kind of the concept that I'm going for with all of this. And if you saw my post in the Digital Marketing Warriors group where I was talking about the things we take for granted, that was based on the conversation Christina and I had, which basically, you know, was just like, hey, all these really simple steps that you skip over are really important and we kind of need them. So I'm going to be doing that. Whoever, if any of you guys watching this want to volunteer and have me help you set up an ad or set up something, as long as you're cool with me recording it, I would love to help and walk you through it step by step and kind of just oversee the process. You know, it's better for me to be able to do that and have you guys do it so that I'm not missing anything that I may take for granted, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Cool. So at some point, if anyone's interested, you guys can just comment on this video in the mastermind, and we can come up with a game plan of what we can walk through and put together. So that kind of leads me into the next part, which is the course relaunch. Now, it is, for the most part, functional enough to where I can give it out to you guys, and there will be plenty of content and things to chew on, things to work on. I will be continuing to add more content to it as we start going through things and you guys start getting exposed to some of the other stuff. It's going to be kind of a running, it's going to have these, I'm posting all of the War Room calls, so those will all be in there. And it'll be kind of like a running training of the things that we're doing because, you know, my ideas are my ideas, but there's cool little spins that everybody adds when they do their own thing, and that's kind of like the fun with it. So those little things that personalize and really make it our own, those are what we can, you know, start discussing and working on in these War Room calls. So before probably tomorrow, I will be in Pacific time from Tuesday through Monday. So if you guys are looking to contact me, I mean, I'll still be working, but I might just have weird hours compared to what you're used to. So I'll be giving the link for everybody out so you guys can run it and start getting into the course, into the concepts, and into the videos and everything. Go a little bit more depth into what we've discussed. And as the one-on-ones get put together, or the step-by-step videos, I'll be posting those in there as well for you guys to follow along with. And yeah, just trying to make it as easy as possible is what we're going for. So that will be, I'll post the link up tomorrow. You guys can jump around with that. Any questions before I go into ManyChat? No? All good?
Nope, not for me.
Cool. Bill, I see you smiling over there. What's up, brother? You good? All right, cool. All right. So, so I want to talk about ManyChat. and kind of just show you, expose you to it and what it does, because it is, you may have experienced it by now. I actually have one thread that's like ridiculously long where I subscribed to, what is it, the Kingdom? If Aaron was here, he could tell me what it was. The Kingdom Real Estate. This one, I think. No, shit. Hold on. So, what ManyChat is an automation program that, rather than using email or text or whatever, it uses Facebook Messenger. And at first, now this has been around for a little bit, and I will give credit where credit's due. Kimberly, if she's not here right now, but she was the first one that brought this to my attention. And at the time, my first reaction was, there's no way in hell this thing is going to stick around. And the reason for that is because in Facebook's terms of service, they say all automation and things that could be considered spammy and all that kind of stuff are not allowed, and you will get your account shut down for doing that. So I was like, yeah, it seems cool, but I kind of looked at it like a growth hack. I'm like, I don't really see how this is going to help, or how it's going to stick around long enough to where we can use it. Here we go. Oh, is this it? I thought I had it. I really want to show you this. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. So I opted into this as kind of a test, and you see it's powered by ManyChat. It's called a chat bot is what the technical name of it is. And they have sent every one of these messages to my phone, and I see them. They pop right up on my phone, and every couple of days I get one, and it's all automated. All right, and they're putting out pictures of checks and stories, and all these just little communication pieces, and it plays along that thing where I've always said that Facebook is trusted. People see Facebook and it's like, oh, dogs and babies and all that kind of shit. Like, if you get a message through Facebook Messenger, it's trusted. It's something that people look at and they can appreciate it. There we go. So, and it gets a lot better open rates than email too. That's the key thing, is like it just smashes email. Just because, if I showed you my email, this will probably piss some people off here. Hold on, let's see. So my one email has 173 unopened. That's not the bad one. This is the bad one. This one has 6,000. That would probably give some OCD. What happened? I didn't do that. Probably give out some OCD craziness there. So that's what I'm saying about email, is that it kind of gets buried amongst other stuff, and everybody's just inundated with emails these days. So this is a cool alternative, and you can get a free version of ManyChat, and you can program this with, it's not that hard to do. I say that, but that was kind of the basis of the whole beginning of this conversation, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But what it is just basically like any other system where you put in your communications. Okay, you program them, and you have a list of subscribers that are verified. They're Facebook profiles of people who subscribe to your page to receive your updates, and the updates get distributed through Messenger as opposed to email. So the program and what it looks like, this is the dashboard. And I haven't really used mine because I wasn't sure if it was going to be something legitimate or not, but it has been adopted by many people. And what do we got here? Oh, I didn't have my chat window. Oh, man. Bill, thank you. I'm glad I brought that up. So I haven't really used it because, like I said, I was unsure. But now that I've seen enough people adopting it to where I feel confident that they're all still doing their thing with no problems, it's a little bit safer. So I'm cool with that. So with this dashboard right here, you're kind of in control of all of your stuff. Let me get rid of this here. As far as your audience, so this is hooked up to my business. This is my business Facebook page here that I advertise all of my real estate stuff from. So basically what people are doing is they're subscribing to that page. So when they give me their information, they are subscribing to living in Monroe County. All right, kind of non-threatening. It gives me a wide array of content that I can distribute, things about stuff to do locally, cool upcoming events, all the fun things that, people look for and that would create goodwill. Okay. And these are people that have subscribed through tests, obviously myself and my fiance. And then these were 2 other people that had subscribed, just kind of in the testing sequence. And with that, once they are on this list, go back here, I can engage with them. All right. If I want to broadcast, so this is the equivalent of sending an email, a new broadcast. So what I can do, see, and here it gives me this little screen. I can see what it looks like on somebody's phone. So I can say, hey there, just checking to see if you're interested. Wait a second. Forgive my spelling. And that's what it would look like. And then if I want to, I can add an image. And let's see. Do I have any? Oh, here we go. This is what I want. There. So now it's put together a message, a messenger message that, see, and that's what it'll look like when it comes through to somebody's phone. And it works just the same way as any sort of email automation or text automation or whatever. This is just a substitute for an email list, okay? And you can see, like, you can add video, so if you want an application, I'll go for just kind of like a quick application here. But like for me, if I'm getting ready to list a house, or I'm listing a house, like I have one coming up after when I get back from vacation next week. And I probably won't have to go through all this because the market here is just absolutely batshit insane. But I could start up a list and say, hey, if you want to be notified as soon as this house gets to the market, subscribe here and I'll let you know. So I could do that and then send them some teaser images with messages here, and then send them the video the day it hits the market and say, hey, it's showtime. If you're interested, here's this video. And you can see, add a video just like that. It's the same process. So awesome content tool. And obviously Facebook supports all of these different types of content. You got video, you got picture. Look at everything down here. Video, picture, gallery, list. I want to put a list in here. Enter title. You're getting ready to buy a house. Here's 3 things you can do to save yourself $1,000 or more. Get a home inspection. And then blah, blah, blah. Oops. This is mashup keys here. Type in a bunch of stuff there. And you see, and it starts to populate. And you can make very, very professional looking messages that aren't all this bullshit that I'm typing here. And
so, Dave, is that something you could send to Julie and me right now?
Yeah. Let's, here, let me do a test here. Hold on. Well, like send a test message, you mean?
Yeah, we'll just,
here, let me see.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand how we get to be part of your group.
So I haven't gotten there yet. So I have shown you everything up to the part where you bring people in. Now, to bring people in, you use these growth tools here, okay? And they give you buttons and links, and if I click new, I'll go through. Oh, really? Let me see if I can delete something here. Hold on.
And Brian just joined too, so.
Brian, what's up, man?
Too much. Sorry, my computer was being stupid. It took me so long to get on.
It's all good. So we're just, since you're jumping in, we're talking about ManyChat. Have you heard of it before?
Nope, that's new to me.
All right, so 30-second rundown. ManyChat is an automation program that rather than distributing your content through email or text message, it will use your page on Facebook as your CRM and distribute content through Messenger via your page to your list, okay? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nice. I love when it makes sense. So what I'm doing here is Bill had asked how you get people to be on your list, because I was talking about how to put messages together and content and all that stuff. So under this, growth tools, you can create different ways for people to interact. So let's say I want what do I want? Let's do this, a modal on the free plan. Oh, come on, really? You gonna do this to me right now? Hold on, I gotta delete something. Breaking my balls here. Hold on. I just deleted that. What the hell? There we go. Okay. So, so this is the example that it gives you here. Okay. And you can go and you'll customize everything. Actually, let me do a simple one. Let me do something that's not this complicated yet. Let me go back. Get rid of this. I'll just do a button. All right, so I'm going to use this button here. And you can put this anywhere on any like link or page, or you can embed it on other web pages and stuff. They make it so that you can, let's do this. They make it so that you can put it literally anywhere and drive traffic back to this. You can also, if somebody subscribes to your page through the page itself, they will also be added to the list. So customizing, so you've got, this is kind of a simple process here. You can redirect to a URL afterwards. So let's see.
Is MiniChat a free app?
Yeah, this is, so there is a free version. I'm using the free version. There is also a paid version.
Of course.
Oh yeah, why not, right? For everyone who wants to start throwing their money up there. But you see, here's the code that you can embed. So you would copy this and paste it into like your website or wherever. You can also, here, let me go to the page and I'll show you. Now I'm going to keep playing with this, and we can talk about this more in future future war room calls too, because now that I know I'm not going to get my shit canned by Facebook, I'm a little more comfortable using it. Let's see here. So let's do growth tools, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to see, let's see if I can add you to the page here.
Yeah, because I'm just interested in seeing the interaction. You send it to us, and then we can send stuff back to you, I'd assume, and just see how it plays out.
I'm going to see.
And Julie's being really uncharacteristically quiet right now.
I see she's muted and stuff. I don't know.
And in the dark with Brian.
Something's going on.
Because this is being recorded, and we had torrential rains today.
Oh man!
And I had to.
Hair day, huh?
Oh well, no, not at all.
I got a hat. They work fine.
I know, but it's Sunday night. I'm just kind of like.
It's all good. Listen, it's all good.
It's not my cute day at all.
See, you should. If you saw the video that was last week, that set the bar high. I don't think anybody can do anything that would mess this up.
Okay.
Option bar showing at the top of the website. Okay. I'm peeking through here now that I'm looking at this. So let's see. Where do I have a link on here somewhere? I don't remember where these people came from. Oh wait, is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. I'm making this way more difficult than I need to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to YouTube and look for a video.
I'm an idiot here. Okay, so here, all right, so.
Because I don't even know how to get. I don't know where to get the app. It doesn't look like it. Is it a outside Facebook type app?
Yeah.
It looks like it just by the little
okay,
icon.
I just subscribed to my thing here. All right, so let's do this. All right, now that I got this figured out here, now that I'm not flying by the seat of my pants anymore. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so what you would do is you would just kind of Google ManyChat, and it will take you to their website. Right now, it's going to load up the dashboard because I'm in there.
Right.
But you can just download it from there, and it's web-based, so you should be able to work it right on your computer with no issues. what I was trying to do was find the simplest way, which happens to be the HTML link, which is right here. So you should be able to copy this. Let's see, Bill, where are you? Hold on. And let's see what happens when you click.
So that's my personal profile.
That's okay. That's the way it would work.
Business page.
So if you click
There she is, out of the dark.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. All right. So if you click that, you should end up on my list here.
So I just got
Bunch of stuff.
I'm on my phone. So if I go out, is it gonna? If I go out of the app to go check my messages, is it gonna cut me off?
I don't think so. It shouldn't. These phones are really smart. They're smarter than we are.
That's not hard on my end.
Oh Jesus! That work, Bill? Did you get something?
Well, I got a Facebook link.
So
From
click
you.
that, and it should bring you through through the steps to subscribe to the.
Cancel. Well, isn't this what you just?
Yeah,
Backwards, of course, but that's what you just sent, right?
I think so. Let's see here.
It's a different house. Get in touch with Living in Monroe County.
Oh no, that's not what I just sent. I didn't actually send any of the other stuff.
So I got a link to your Monroe County page.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Okay.
And now when you go there,
It says get started on the bottom. Backwards.
does it say, so you should get welcome and then your name, thank you for subscribing. You didn't get that?
I don't think so. Let me if
No.
I hit. I'll get started and see what this gets. There it is. Now when I hit get started,
Yep.
I get what you just said. Again, backwards because of the camera, but
Okay, no, it says so, and it says welcome. It should say welcome, Bill. Thank you for subscribing. The next post is coming. Stay tuned.
powered by
ManyChat.
ManyChat. Yeah.
All right, so now you should be subscribed. Let me go see if you're on my list. Look at that. There he is right there. The old devil himself. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I can subscribe you to a sequence. So if I wanted to, what I could do here is I could go to automation.
Which is like a campaign.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Or I could open up a direct chat with you.
Julie
go.
disappeared again.
She's hiding from us.
I'm
It's
right
okay.
here. I'm hiding.
See, look at, all right. So now I have this direct chat open with you, okay? So then I can just be like, hey, Bill, guess what? I have a house with, but not a hose. Jesus. With an in-ground pool. Yeah. Just for you, okay? It's freaking making fun of me over here because I'm like, oh, in-ground pool. He's like, bro, they all got in-ground pools. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like a big deal over a above ground pool.
Come on,
Like,
man.
you know,
We got
for all-
lakes, okay? That's what we got. We got lakes, Great Lakes. That's what we swim in those. So actually, no, nobody swims in those because you probably end up with mercury poisoning. So now that you're on here, I can subscribe you to whatever. If you came in and you were like wherever you came from, say I had one of those buttons or that link set up on a listing ad, and I said, hey, you want to get up-to-date listings right at your phone right away? Click this link right here and subscribe to our page. And then with the automation, here are the sequences. So if I want to, I can go in new sequence. Really? With all these limits?
Oh
So
my
it's
god!
like, it's like AWeber, right?
Yeah, they're just freaking milking me for every dime. Ruthless bastards.
I'm getting spammed by you now.
Yeah, you should. I'm going to spam the
I'm
shit out
getting
of you.
hammered.
What'd you
So is
get?
this like an AWeber on Messenger?
Kind
Like
of,
an
yeah.
autoresponder.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let me delete these here.
Oh my goodness. I need to quit looking.
Actually,
So-
no, this is cool. So what? What do you got going on there?
So
What
I responded back, when can we see it? And then
Let's see.
you came back, autoresponder, great. I will get that set up for you right away. Here's a bonus video with some useful information that many home buyers overlook in the process. And so
So-
$1,000 in overlooked expenses comes up. Then I get to talk to a loan officer, and then I get another video with your mug on it right there.
Oh, I love it.
And so this is basically a funnel you've set up with just different value-added type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
3 out-of-pocket expenses that you will have after an accepted offer.
Yep. And that, so I don't think I have the automation set up right on
Appraisal,
that.
home inspection, what's number 3?
What'd you say?
Appraisal, home inspection. Number 3 is?
Homeowner's policy.
Yeah.
So
we wrap ours in escrow.
they make us buy a binder up front for the year.
Okay.
So this is the kind of content you could program. This is a YouTube video. This was a link to, I think, another video. But this obviously was not arranged in the way that it should have been, because I think you were subscribed to this one. Or no, maybe this one. Or maybe not. No, you had, let's see, what did I do here? Because I know I have this set up so that, oh, this is the default reply right here. That's why you got that. Okay. So,
Default. So I could have said, let's go get a beer. And you'll say,
Yeah.
great, let's all set that up. And here's a video for you to watch.
you could have called me the world's biggest piece of shit, and I would have said, great, I'll get that set up for you right away. And I would have had no idea.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right? I'll take a bow here. Yeah. So this you can, obviously you want to do this differently. But instead of having the automation on the default, you could go and just subscribe people to a sequence. And in the sequence, like here, so this is the first thing. Now I'm gonna go in and let's see here, edit message, and I have all the same controls. So I can type, I can add video and cards. If I want to add an image, if I want to do that. Any kind of media. If I want to ask a question, you can't use a question block on a free account. You fuckers. Oh my God.
How much does it cost?
I know. Now I'm like, all right, fine. If you're going to freaking just put the screws in me, hold on here. Let me do that again.
But this works over BombBomb. This is going to kick BombBomb's butt.
So BombBomb, I've heard so much shit about BombBomb. Like,
oh God,
things
they want us to use it, and I
Do
don't
they?
love it. Oh, I don't love it because it's just. Anyway,
Yeah,
go ahead.
You can
I've heard
send a
so
video
much
via
garbage.
text now.
but I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $10 a month for the pro subscription. That's it. Oh shit,
come
I'll
on.
do that. All right, that's cool. I can do that. That ain't gonna break the bank. Yeah, no, BombBomb's garbage. Like, I've heard the videos don't play half the time, and like just the whole. I don't know. I've never heard people who rave about it. And if people aren't raving about some shit, then obviously there's something wrong. And me personally, I would rather do it this way. I can do messages like when you Bill. Perfect example. That popped up right on your phone as soon as that message came to you.
Yeah.
You know, people are fucking glued to their phones. Like, it's not like they're going to miss it, you know?
Tell me about
Can
it.
you tell that he read it?
Let's go check.
I didn't open anything.
Yeah. See, right?
Open it.
So right here, it says seen. He saw the link. And
I
then,
have-
Open it.
iPhone. So is that an iPhone function or is that
no, and
you have Android?
I'm pretty sure I can still see what you looked at in here, too. Opted in through growth tool number 9, so I can see where you came from. I can see that you're a guy, so that's cool. I can add tags to you. Let's see here.
Wow.
Manage custom fields. What can I do for custom
This
fields?
is so exciting. It's another squirrel for me to chase.
So these are the free squirrels, though. These are the good ones. And really, this is kind of a philosophical thing, but when it boils down to it, you already know everything that needs to be done with this. You know the kind of value and content that people want to see. It can be houses. It can be videos about how to save money or make more money or get more clients. I mean, you know the content that's going into these. It's just a matter of plugging it into a different system. And whoever the brave soul is that wants to volunteer to work through this with me and do a step-by-step, we can pound something together.
No, I totally see the value here.
Yeah.
And there was a brief interview, because there's an advertisement to join a coaching program with Tom Panos or whatever his name is, the Australian Tom Ferry, basically. And he was interviewing Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
And the question was along the lines of, about real estate, what would he be doing? And his first thing was like, real estate is another name for media companies. The successful real estate guys, they're media companies, period. Yep. That's it. And so it's like, oh crap, now I got to figure that out, because I'm good on the transactional side. The media stuff is why I'm here. So
yeah, but that's why I think BombBomb is not good, because if you're going to do media, if you're going to do a video, the BombBomb's only going to the people that you're sending it to.
Right.
So you make it and it's stuck in BombBomb. So why not make it somewhere else? Let me put a fun spin on this here,
because you just teed up something for me so beautifully, Julie, and I can't.
Woo!
All right. So, and Bill, I'm going to drag your ass into this too, because you just got .com secrets. If you happen to listen to podcasts, Russell Brunson has a podcast called Marketing in Your Car, and then it was changed to like Marketing Underground or something. And one of the things he talks about, and I was listening to this the other day, and it just totally blew me the fuck away, was everyone is so just like gung-ho about email and build your lists and just distribute to your list and go and lists are the answer. And it's like you get just beat the shit into you over and over and over. And after a while, it's like, okay, I know it's worked for historically, it's been fantastic, but with all this other technology out there, why isn't there something else? And he's like, think about this. He's like, you send out one email and you're looking at your open rates and you get 50, 60% open rate. And you're like, oh shit, break out the champagne. It's a fucking party. And like, that's the measure of success. And it's stupid. And it doesn't make sense, because it's one for one. You got one email, one person opening it, one chance of success, one chance of failure, all wrapped up in it. One, that's it, singular. Whereas with video and other types of content, I mean, you get viewed hundreds or thousands of times.
And people can share it. If they like it, they can share it with their friends.
Right. And it goes viral. It's not not an email that's, like, who the fuck forwards an email? That's like sending a fax,
Exactly.
Or like the only emails that get forwarded are the funny joke ones that get circulated around in the office. And it's like, oh yeah, that's funny. Look what he sent me. There's never anything serious.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. You absolutely get it. And what he said was like, you're beating up this list and you keep pounding this list and you may get business out of it. But if you're finding a way to engage with the people on a level that's sort of involuntary, like they don't have to click and open an email, video starts playing. You run a video as an ad, that video starts playing on your website, or if you run it to Audience Network, it starts playing there. And there's always something where people see it and the view count goes and rises. And he was like, I'd have to go back and listen to it again for the comparison, but he was talking about something with the book launch of Expert Secrets. And it was like, when we pounded it out to the email list, these were our numbers and this is what we spent. When we did the video, we got like, I can't remember what he said. It was something to the tune of like a few 100,000 opens on an email to like a few million views on a video. And that video was selling the same product probably 10 times more efficiently than the emails were. And they were just raking in the cash. And all they had to do was make the video one time. And the video runs and picks up steam.
So it's not so much about getting them on your list. It's about getting the views.
Content out.
Content out.
Yeah, then they can subscribe if they want it.
Well, this is kind of a segue. So the video thing can be a tool to incorporate with ManyChat and with all the other streams of content. But the reason I wanted to jump into that was because it just reinforces the fact that videos is king. And if you're going to use it, you can, I'm not to go into the whole retargeting lesson, but the retargeting tools of video are fucking outstanding compared to anything else. You can segment people based on the percentage of a video they've viewed. So if you're doing a sales video and you make 4 sales points over 2 minutes, you can assume at 50% is 60 seconds of your video, and people have only heard two of your sales points. You can create an ad back to that, another video, and say, hey, listen, I know you probably had to run, but here's the other 2 points you missed. And you can keep recycling those videos as content over. So you make 5 videos, and those become your distribution to bring people in and to show people and to retrack them. And I know I went off on a wild tangent there, and that happens.
No, that's good. That's very good, because everybody's always pounding list. Build your list. Build your list.
It's so archaic. It's just like Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. You should have a list, and obviously, because this is based off of a list here. But video is the most effective way to just get distribution and to touch people, to get out there.
It looks to me like with the video, these people are building the list for you. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If they dig what you're saying, they're going to subscribe, and then they keep following, and you can retarget until you get them that way versus just hammering them with emails that it feels like they're getting spam.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like if you go and if let's say I send you 15 emails and you're just a really busy person, right? And you haven't had a chance to check. I mean, I have 6,000 plus emails in my fucking inbox. Like, I'm not going to go through them all. But if I need to look at something and I search somebody's name, and like, let's say I search somebody who emails me all the time, like Russell Brunson, and I see 50 emails that have unopened. I'm going to go, like, holy shit, dude, like, fucking stop already. And at that point, it's just like, I don't care. Now, I wouldn't do that with Russell because Russell provides great value. But some things, it's just like, man, I didn't care the first time, the 15th or the 49th time. Just piss off already. So that's the kind of idea, and that's the kind of thought process that some people get, especially when they're inundated with just bullshit emails. I mean, I get offers for everything. So this is a nice way to use the trust of Facebook. And if you're going to incorporate video into this, you can also retarget. So just layers upon layers of stuff that you can do. I wanted to see, this custom field here. Store emails, phones, appointment, behavior. Okay.
It just seems like this has a lot of things that can be leveraged in some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to definitely check it out.
It is, yeah. And I mean, I almost wish I was kind of more an early adopter with it. But again, I didn't really want to start pushing this on you guys and all of a sudden have all you get your ad accounts banned. Be kind of a dick move.
Is that what was going on? What was the problem?
Well, so the terms of service of Facebook, they state that there's certain things you can do and can't do as far as communication. So like, for example, I had a thread of 300 plus people that responded to a link that I was going to offer. And what I started doing was I was going down the thread person by person and just copy pasting the same message over and over so that each one of them would get their own notification. Ugh. And at one point, Facebook finally said, hey, buddy, slow your roll. You can't be doing that shit because it looks spammy. If I'm copy pasting just rapid fire on this thing over and over again, Facebook says no. And so that was my thought process for this is like you're automating Facebook's pages with something that's not really Facebook. And to me, it seemed like an abuse of the page system because now you're pushing content, automated content out that people, I mean, it's kind of involuntary. Like they get the message, they can unsubscribe, but that's not what Facebook is according to their terms of service is what they would like. And I wanted to see just kind of generally over time how it was adopted. And I've seen it adopted by enough people and it's become a staple in their marketing strategies that I feel a little bit more comfortable explaining and teaching it now. But it was just, it was a little fishy at first. So made me a little uncomfortable. So let's see here.
So there was some guy on one of your pages that had some program and you had commented about, is this the same thing that got shut down or is this a new version of the one that got shut down?
I think that kid chicken shitted out on me because I called him out. Literally like 2 weeks ago, there was this program. It was an information scraper. And if you're not familiar with the term, it is an overlay program that will run and pull any information it can from whatever you overlay it on. So in that case, we were talking about Instagram. And it's called a growth hack. It's a way that you get mass engagement for free or for cheap using tools that are already there. Problem is that people who use that shit, if you get banned, you get banned. That's it. Done. And there were a lot of people who were getting banned doing that stuff. That's why when I saw that kid, I'm like, man, you got a set of brass balls just coming in here and like, oh, dropping value. And then I'm like, I wanted to see what he said. I was curious. I wanted to see if he'd be like, oh, well, yeah, it is total bullshit. And I'm a fucking douche. But I don't know.
Message David. I'm like, What?
I just
that?
yeah. He caught me in a moment of clarity or moment of weakness. I don't know. I should have just tore his ass apart. But all those growth hacks and stuff come to an end eventually. And if you are in the end of the tidal wave, when it crashes, you will drown. That's what it boils down to. So I plan on using this as a medium for advertising for a long time, and I'd rather not piss off Zuckerberg and all of the Facebook minions. So
Did you check out his website though?
No. Let me go look at it.
No, it's not worth it. It's one free like Instagram download or a $9 something. It wasn't anything.
It's called a tripwire. He's
spamming the wrong group.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. Oh my God! What in the holy hell? Oh Jesus, man! It's not. He used a fucking Google form. Like, that's so lazy.
Yeah.
Listen, for anyone who's watching this, anyone who watches this in the future, this is not okay. All right. This is not okay for advertising. You should use this for like close communications. Like, I would send this to you guys. Him? No. No, this is just for you guys. That motherfucker will never be in this group. Are you kidding me? So this right here, I would send this to you guys. If I was just like, hey, putting some shit together for a future thing, and I don't want to throw together a landing page and all this stuff, I would just throw it in this. I would not use Google Forms for any sort of forward-facing customer client advertising. It's so unprofessional. I'm just so pissed off. I'm making up words. All right, this kid's shit's getting deleted now. Fuck.
What platform do you like?
For what?
Forms.
ClickFunnels.
Oh God.
Oh well, okay. Here, I'll digress here for a minute. This one's
Give
cool.
him the ban hammer.
Yeah, right. I'll give him one more. I'll give him one more chance. Let's see what he does here. I'll see. This is why I'm too soft right now. That's what happens late in the night when I'm fucking.
Play with him. Let's see what he does.
I know. That's why I'm sitting over here like a cat. Like, now I've given the mouse his play right here, and I'll see what happens next. If he comes back again with some dumb shit, then
throw him some more cheese.
Yeah, that's right. I'm giving just enough rope to hang himself. So forms. Okay, so this is the other thing I use, and it's probably not going to let me in because I think my credit card expired or something. But let's see. Survey Gizmo. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. My credit card expired. How much do I owe them? I don't even know. $300 a
Bill
year.
and Brian, where are you guys located?
I'm San Diego, Carlsbad.
Oh.
I'm in the Twin Cities in Minnesota.
Minnesota! I'm not from Laramie. I spent my summers there. I'm in Texas, where we had torrential rains today.
Yeah, I saw it. What was like hail and stuff too? Like freaking biblical weather?
Not today. It was we've had rain poured on us all week. It sucks.
Okay. Yeah, that's I can't complain about the weather for once up here. It hasn't been too bad. All right, I think I'm
you
good.
might end up with better weather where you're at than in San Diego. Right now we got June gloom.
Really? Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, June's a tough month sometimes, depending upon the year.
We get there. What's today? Today is Sunday. We get there the 6th at like 1 in the afternoon, I think.
Is that where you're going, David?
Yeah, we're going out to San Diego. I have two of my best friends from growing up are in the military, and they both just so happened to be on leave at the same time. And my fiance was talking to one of their wives and was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Come on out." So we're gonna go out and hang out with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it should be fun. So this is the forms thing. Let me go in here and I'll show you what it looks like. Now I'll take somebody through step by step on how to do this, but every one of these questions is generated by me. So I put this in. I set them all up to be asked in a sequence where it doesn't really alarm people. So I'm not asking like really, really personal questions right off the bat, like, how much money do you owe on your house or anything. Just, are you currently a homeowner? Do you want a market analysis, for price? Are you looking to purchase or refi? So this is the kind of form I would put together. And it looks like this when somebody goes through it.
Is this similar to SurveyMonkey?
Yes.
What is this called?
Survey Gizmo. Yeah, somebody can volunteer to go out and do a walkthrough on this one too. So just in the comments when I post this video in the group, whoever's watching it, that'd be cool if anybody wants to do that. But this is perfect for it. And it catalogs your information. So like the results, if I go to results and I go to individual responses, I can go in and see like here, this Sudri Kuzer 68. Not homeowners, home purchase, 2 to 6 months, shitty credit. 194 5th Street. I don't even think that's a real address, actually. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm wrong. So yeah, so that's what it looks like when you get the information out of there. And you can arrange, you can ask anything you want out of it. These are basically full mortgage applications when it comes down to it. So this we will do in another video. So that is my choice for forms. This, like I said, if you're going to use Google Forms, it should be people who you know and aren't going to judge you based on the fact that you're using a Google form. I'm going to unsubscribe you so that you don't get annoyed with my shit. I don't know what could potentially be sent to you through here. I haven't set up any of it.
Oh, man. I'm getting unfriended.
Hey, man, if you want to be a content, you can be my content guinea pig. How about that?
I'm interested to see how it just all works because I am very kind of tied into the consumer experience in terms of how I appear to them through what's being sent out. And so if I can play that role, then I can kind of see a couple things. A, how you set up your progression, and B, how does it feel to be on that side of the receiving end of all that kind of stuff.
Definitely. So my progression will it all depend on what the incoming is. So since I'm doing this from one page, like my Living in Monroe County page, I need to have kind of a generalized plan for that. And in here, I just want to see so you can't split people up. That's the one thing that that I wish that this would do is you could split people up within the page based on different stuff. And I don't see how that's possible.
Split them up meaning what?
So let's say I was running different ads. Let's say I was running a seller valuation ad and then I was also running a listing ad. And everybody coming in now, an automatic response for the seller valuation ad would be different than somebody looking at the listing ad.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're all going to be subscribers to the page. I think that would be done. Let me see here. After day one, introduction, edit message. Let's see.
So when you say split them up is another way of saying that you can't assign a specific sequence to them?
Yeah, that's what I mean, you can. That's what I'm looking at right here is these different sequences. Automation.
We don't have to figure out the whole program on this discussion.
It's cool. It's menu.
Because you were going to do a video, part of the other agenda item or whatever is some video sequence or something, right?
Yeah, the step-by-step stuff. So if you haven't seen that step-by-step yet, the first one is posted for lead ads. Christine, who is not here, she's not here on this one. She did the walkthrough with me. She helped me basically go through everything and find out all of the fine details that I overlook just because I do this all the time and have her do it. So I just kind of sit back and overwatch. She clicks the buttons and does what I tell her. And that is what the step-by-step process will be for anybody who does it with me. We'll be picking one thing to accomplish. If you want to make a listing ad or a seller valuation ad or some sort of a giveaway or a coupon to redeem or a video sequence or something like that, we will go through and every painful step, no matter how long it takes, we will do until it is up and functional.
And you and I had done that too with a lead ad.
I would, yeah, and I wish I recorded it. that was my dumbass not recording it.
No, that's all right.
Well, you made that one for me. That one worked out awesome.
Nice. Yeah, how is that? That's going okay?
Yeah, I got since it's been running, we've got seven leads for like $21.
Nice. Yes, that's all right. I love it.
Like $3 a lead. So.
That is beautiful. That's music to my ears. So yeah, and that, those are your cold leads too. Once we start getting into some really, really like heavy shit in this, the retargeting will bring your ad costs down, because then you won't even need cold traffic eventually. And the more you warm your traffic up through video and through this, whatever kind of content distribution, you can get, I was getting them for like 95 cents a piece at one point. And I was just sitting here and I'm like, this is not real. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I was ecstatic to get them for $3.
Yeah. It feels good, and it's like, there's people out there paying companies thousands of dollars to do this shit. And it's like, they're getting dog shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, I digress.
I have some other, once we're done here with this recording, I got some stuff I want to run by you too.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. So engage. Oops. Wait, what did I do? Keep this draft. There we go. You have no channels. All right. So this is something to figure out here too. Figure out some of this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to keep playing around with this, and I'll learn the controls of it so I can teach you guys. But this is just kind of an overview of what I want to start teaching next, since it is free, or $10 if you're going to take their bribe for the pro program. And it incorporates already all the cool stuff that we're doing with lead ads. And now this will, piggyback off of that. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I got.
So with the CRM part of this, is
yes.
that, can this replace ClickFunnels, or do you still need to use ClickFunnels in conjunction with this?
So I'm 100% honest. I have looked for every possible way to get rid of ClickFunnels for the longest time.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love the program. I'm just a minimalist, and I would like to keep things as simply functional as possible. Now, the thing that I can't really replace with ClickFunnels is stuff like my web pages. And I say that, like, let me show you. Because no matter how much content and stuff I distribute through my page, this is still a static funnel where I can send somebody and they can go through and see all the stuff that I need them to see in a moment's notice. So then I can send them to the second page of this, and they can see a listing video. They can see customer testimonials. They can see ad stats. They can see company names. Like, I can't really do this part in this or in ManyChat.
Can you do that in a Wix?
Yeah, you could do it with Wix. I've used Wix like twice. But all of this stuff right here, like, this is all, you can put all this. These are just video codes. These are picture coding. This is all text. I prefer ClickFunnels because, like, this took me half an hour to throw together, because I can template and drop pieces and just kind of like visualize as I go. I'm sure you can do the same thing with Wix or with like WordPress. Bill, you use WordPress?
I did in the past, but I don't have time for it. I'm all template now. I got Placeadjuster and conversion, and we'll get into this.
So this is kind of another piece to it. And like, Brian, I think I mentioned to you conversion with EXP, the website that we get. I use that in conjunction with this too. And I'm always looking to try and escalate people and trying to bring them to, wherever I feel is going to be the tipping point to where they're going to, hey, yes, I want to be a client. Hey, I want to list my house or something like that.
Gotcha.
Let me do those. So that's all I got. See, like I said, a little more subdued this. I have sunburn and I'm kind of tired, so I'm like.
You're going to talk about the new curriculum.
Oh, you got here late, didn't you?
Did you already talk about it? I already know about it. I've already looked at it, so if I missed it, fine, no problem.
Oh yeah, no, you're. I'll do a quick recap.
But Brian was here later than me, and I was only 5 minutes late.
It's all good, man. I was excited. I was like, man, I'm ready to go. Julie, I was like, Julie, we're gonna start here no matter who's here, and she's like, we're gonna do it. So the new curriculum is going to be way more broken down. Originally, my thought process with everything was I didn't want to kill you guys with, you know, super long videos and that kind of stuff. But in the end, I don't know if you guys saw the post in the Digital Marketing Warriors group where I had mentioned kind of an enlightenment after speaking with Christine about the bare minimum steps, the basic stuff that I just take for granted, that I whip through and it's like click, 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 and done. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you guys need. So instead of me making things and recording it for my own, like me doing it, the videos are going to focus on people, you guys doing it and me coaching you through how to do it. So you will click the buttons, you will type things, you're going to do what I tell you. I will be Overwatch, watching your screen and telling you exactly what to do. And that way there is, you know, you get used to the controls. You are asking questions that I may overlook, you know, the things that I'm just like, you know, so fucking nerded out that I'm overlooking some of the important stuff. But that's my opportunity to walk through it with you, to help somebody get it done. And then for you guys to see someone who's kind of in the same position, you know, learning the stuff and trying to absorb the stuff and learn from somebody else doing it. So that is going to be the focus. I've mentioned a few times in this video, if you are willing to volunteer and walk through something with me, please comment on the video when I post it so I can keep track and we can do some of those. But I want to make it as easy to follow as possible. And that way I can bring a lot more of these really complex concepts like ManyChat and incorporating all this other content stuff into your strategy and explain it in a way where it's easy to follow and you're not looking at me like, what are you talking about, bro? So that is the basic gist of it. Anyone who has not gotten the link, I will put the link up tomorrow so that you can jump in and check it out. The majority of it is good to go. I am still working on some of it, so there may be a couple courses that still need to have notes put in, but there should be quite a bit of content to get you started and give you an idea. And then please, please, please give me feedback too. If you're watching stuff, if you're looking at the structure and you see things that, you know, you really want and, you know, you're curious if they're coming or if I've even thought about them, ask me. Just shoot me a message and ask me. So that's it.
So if you're looking for a topic for a future war room discussion, one thing I'd be interested in is how do you do all this in 24 hours a day? I mean, you put out so much content, and you know, media is content. It's really super important. For some of us, it's like going to the gym. I got other things
to do that too. I try and do that too. I've got man boobs, and they're just not appealing. So I honestly, I don't know. I guess I look at it differently.
Figured out now, but I mean, it'd just be interesting to hear. Because, I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm on the West Coast, and there's three. David posted on the Warriors. David posted here. Man, was he get up in the morning and just crap this stuff out or what?
I don't know. So my inspiration hits at the weirdest times, and I'll try and catalog stuff. Like if I've got a couple Post-it notes here with ideas of posts that I want to write that were just like, yeah, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I guess I don't look at it the way I look at it. Like, man, I feel like I don't do enough. I feel like I have downtime in my day where I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there's people out there who are like grinding it out right now, and you know, you're sitting here just staring at your screen. Like, just fucking do something. So I don't know. I guess I look at it a little differently, but it keeps me.
You do good. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It keeps me sane. As weird as that sounds, it keeps me sane. It always gives me a purpose. I've always got. I feel like I have a function, and you know, sometimes just like things hit, and it's like, oh man, got to do it. You know, and I'm not really bashful about it anymore. Before, I will say this. So before this group, and before I started all this stuff in the beginning of the year, I actually found it kind of difficult to put myself out there. And I know you're probably looking at me like, what? Like, buddy, you're a fucking liar. But I really did though. I felt weird. Like I would look at other people and I'd watch their videos and I would try and emulate, and I would try and copy things. And, you know, for the longest time, I did the Gary Vee thing where I'm like, you know, I'm leaning and throwing hands around, and I'm just like, you know, it doesn't feel right. And I almost gave up on it. I'm just like, it's not for me. I'm not a content kind of guy. But then I thought, and I'm like, you know, I've always had people say, you know, hey, you're a good talker. Or like when I was in school, I could write pretty well. And it didn't jive. It didn't make sense. I'm like, why all of a sudden am I just a fucking bumbling fool when all these other times everything has been cool and it comes off smooth, and like, you know, I'm doing a sales presentation and it's like done and done, you know? So what changed? What was different? And I talk about this in Video Bootcamp, but it was just kind of looking at the camera differently. Not really looking at it as an enemy, but more as a friend and kind of like a window to the different things that people are interested in. And I stopped trying to assume what people were interested in. I always tried to engineer and, you know, make sure I had a nice buttoned up shirt and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, nobody gives a fuck. It doesn't matter. And once I gave up on that, I was just like, hey, you know, phone out. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, I have 100 plants in my front yard because I'm like a 90-year-old woman gardening right now. Like, you know, like that's who I am, and that's what it is. I'm cool with it. You know, like my dog.
Getting excited about his zucchini.
Oh, yo, dude, that thing is huge. It's
That's
see, there you go. You set me up. See, I see what you baited me, you bastard. I love it. But like, just after a while, like I realized I can laugh on camera and it's okay. I can say things on camera that I would say in real life and it's okay. You know, just I started looking at it differently, and I realized it was me is what it was. It was just me and like not feeling confident in myself, I guess. And that was the biggest thing, was just like, you know, if I can feel confident, anything I can make is content. I can put up a one-line sentence. Like, for example, that I took a picture of an old-ass furnace the other day. It was one of those octopus furnaces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that just in and of itself is just something you see it as showing. But it's like you put a couple words on it, and all of a sudden it becomes content. And I didn't even have to think about it at that point. It's just like, boom, 30 seconds, and it's up. And now I'm engaging. So once I kind of remove myself and my own inhibitions, I realized I'm surrounded by content.
Mm-hmm.
I can jump out and make anything I want. So that's kind of how I guess broke through it. And now I'm just like, you know, content crazy.
Steve Martin says the same thing about everything around you in your life is content.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, my dog rips ass and he looks at me and I'm just like, that's funny to somebody, you know? Like, I mean, I
get it on video.
Yeah, it's the most dirty look too. He'll just here. I'll see if I can emulate it. He'll just be like, I'm like, dude, really? Like, what the hell's going on here? Who's in charge?
He's like, yeah, I just did that. That's right.
Yeah, right. Like he's just bitching me out over here.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, he's like, and to top it off, I'm gonna jump up in your bed when you go to sleep too, asshole. So there. So like,
put my butt on your pillow.
Yeah, like I'm gonna wake up with pink eye, this little bastard. So I like, those are the kind of things. It happens. It's cool. My cat. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the videos where like you start hearing this kind of stuff going on. That's my cat knocking into my spit pad on my microphone. And like, who cares? Before I was, oh my god, my cat is up here. Oh, like,
I think my cat gets in every video, and I don't have a clue until afterwards. And then somebody's like, "Oh, there's your cat." I'm like, "Oh."
You know what though? But that's the kind of thing. That's the thing that makes it real. Okay. You can't manufacture that. You can't manufacture personality. That's why, like, for the longest time, I refused to rant too. I would always try and be controlled and subdued, and I would try and like just convey my message in a calm way. And I realized, like, sometimes, and you can ask my fiance, because I'll just start talking loud about like the stupidest shit in the world, like mowing the lawn, and like, oh, these guys didn't come mow the lawn. I'm so pissed off. And I'm not really pissed. It's just like, you know, what the hell? And I would go on these rants, and I realized, I'm like, that's in and of itself is good in a way, because it's uninhibited thought. It's something that people can relate to. I mean, who talks about a passionate subject or something where they're really trying to convey information, and they do like the Walter Cronkite thing, and they're just, you know, and it doesn't carry the same kind of effect. So if you just let it rip, you know, just let people know what you're thinking, And if you saw last week, that's a clear-cut truth. That just kind of let that one fly. But, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And it feels good when you get to the end of it and you're just like, man, all right, that was on camera. Everybody saw that. Nobody hates me. We're cool. Don't be a blatant asshole, but it's like, if you feel on something like Bill, the shelter, you're talking about, did I see something the other day about their like at capacity and they're looking
In Sacramento? It wasn't my video, but I shared it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, that's something right there. Be like, hey, listen, folks, I just really want to talk about this shelter because I know there are tons of people out there who are buying pets right now. And there's no reason you should be going out and buying new pets when you could be adopting pets who need love from the shelter. And that's something that you can just jump on, and it doesn't have to be scripted. It doesn't have to be anything where you're just like, you're mundane and boring. You just let it rip. Hey, listen, I really care about this. These pets, these are family members to people, and these could be family members to you. I had him. And that's okay. People see that, and it's like, it kind of instills this emotion in them, and it draws them to you. Like the charismatic leader. I am going to use kind of a controversial example, but you can't really argue my point. Hitler was one of the most influential leaders ever. And if his cause had been different, it may have been for better, but you cannot deny that he rallied an insane amount of people for a cause. And even for how horrible the cause was, he was able to unite these people just by being charismatic.
But there was a little bit of a depression type thing going on too. I mean, they were very weakened at that point, so they're easily influenced as well.
So check this out though. Anytime you're talking about weakness, anytime somebody is submitting to a sales pitch or any kind of influential marketing, they are weak. Yeah. They are in that weakness because you are driving. So every single time somebody is going to engage, they are saying, all right, buddy, here's my hand raised. What do you got for me?
Right.
They are submitting themselves. So I 100% agree. And I mean, obviously there are levels to everything. And I wouldn't say that, the compromise and the weakness of the Germans in that case are going to be something to the weakness of somebody who's trying to run their first Facebook ad. But you can understand kind of the correlation and where I'm going with it. And in a sense, everybody's weak. Every client is weak. We are weak. And it's something that you either deal with and build upon and strengthen, or you look to somebody else to lead you. And you do not make any attempt on your own. So that's like when you get a home buyer who says, what do you think? Is this house for me? It's like, why the fuck are you asking me? This house is for you. Like, it's your house.
You say yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, the $100,000 more expensive one down the street's for you. This is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, but like there are people like that who they want to be led, and it's like, man, you need to just step up and do it. Just step up. Anyway, I keep digressing. Jesus.
No, it's good.
But I mean, you can use that as your position, as your negotiation. Well, not your negotiation, but as your authoritative position. You have a mouth, and usually when somebody starts yelling or prominently displaying their message, people look. You hear a loud noise in the middle of a mall and everybody looks in the same direction. Like, that's just what people do. So if you've got a group of people who are interested or quasi-interested in whatever you have to offer, living in Monroe County, or, home warranty services, how to not get fucked over when you're buying a house, or, how to not, or how to cover the cost of a new furnace if it goes out. Like, those are the kind of things. If you have a group of interested people, they are weak because they don't know the answer and they're looking to you for it. So you can come in and speak with authority and conviction and say, you know what? I got you. I will take care of this. I will show you. And by the end of it, you will come out more educated, more knowledgeable, and more confident.
I think I need to just quit assuming that everybody knows everything and just assume that nobody knows anything.
People don't know shit.
And just put out the content just like nobody knows anything. Then they're going to start, following, and then maybe get deeper and deeper. My thing is, I think everybody knows stuff.
This is what Christine told me. I'm the same exact way. Like, I 100% understand what you're saying, because I just assume, like, oh yeah, just go to your ads manager. Like, done. Where's that?
Right.
Like, where's that at? you know. And it's the same exact thing. And my advice to you is anything at all. Really, my saying is any conversation you've had more than 3 times should be a video, because somebody out there is asking that same question at some point, and that could be the tripwire to bring them into your content and your phone.
And that's what I was doing with blog posts.
Yep.
Anytime somebody asked me the question, I would just direct them to blogs, but I need to have videos along with every one of those.
Yeah. And video is about anything. 2 minutes is not much time to fill. So you can segment stuff down, like the most painful detail. You know, you could, like for me, if I was going to split it up and say, okay, so here's your home buying process. Here's a video on how do you look at an MLS listing. Here's a video on why Zillow is awful and you should not use any of the information they give you. Here's a video on here's 6 different forms in my offer packet. Here's 6 different videos about all the different forms that you're going to be signing. You know, I mean, I could break it down into anything. And for me, it doesn't matter. People just see the content and they're like, you know what? There's content here. That's cool. If it's valuable, great. If it's something, you know, that's kind of regurgitated, so be it. How many times have you, so this is a fun way to put it. How many times have you ever read the reviews of a new book that's put out, like some self-help book, and everybody's like, this is the same shit he wrote about in the last 3 books that he wrote. Just reworded and packaged up in a different box. But you know what? Motherfucker still makes like $10 million when he sells that book, because people are reading it and they're just like, oh yeah, man, that is so groundbreaking. Like, who would have thought personal accountability? Duh. Come on, really?
So where do you put this content? Because like I've got realtor friends on Facebook, and I mean, my God, everything they post is about business. And I'm like, okay, unfollow, because you're, you know, so I don't want my Facebook feed to become, I mean, I put some stuff out there, but I mean, I don't want to, just so people know what I do, but I don't want it to become like a constant commercial.
No. You're absolutely right. And there is a fine line to that, because there are people who, like, they'll just put out there, hey, if you're looking to buy or sell, call me. I'm like, no, I'm not. No. One of my favorite ways to remind people that I am in real estate, and this can be for any business, I mean, for anything. I do this with my photography business, with my drone business, all that stuff. I post reminders all the time. And
gardening business.
Yeah, my gardening, like, yeah, I have like $150 worth of plants sold. That fucking blew my mind, you know? So I'm looking.
We'll scale that.
Yeah, right. I'm already looking at greenhouses for when my fiance and I buy our house. It's like I can get one on a cement pad for $1,000 and it'll be totally worth it. So you don't want to annoy people with those blatant solicitations. And what I find is good for, at least what I've done, is just little like funny nuance things about the life of. Kind of like Seinfeld. Seinfeld was a show about nothing. And Bill, you're going to come across the Seinfeld sequence in .com Secrets. And it is basically a communication pattern about nothing, about the nuances of life or business or the industry or whatever you're doing, okay? And it's just designed to personify you and show people like, hey, I'm not a robot. I'm really a dude here. I'm really behind the scenes. So pictures of, you in the act, you in the process, you doing deals, you on showings, my old furnace thing, fucked up electrical boxes, cracks in the foundation, things that you can post that people just be like, oh yeah, that's, the realtor stuff. And I 100% can guarantee that it works, because literally every single person I see now who knows me is like, hey man, how's the real estate business going? I see you're fucking crushing it over there. And I'm like, God damn, like everybody sees it. Everybody knows, because everybody's on Facebook. So, and I'm not pissing them off. I'm posting about clients. Hey, really appreciative that so-and-so let me help them buy a house. Here's a picture of them at closing. That's content. You do a video about $1,000 you can save, or can't talk again. $1,000 in overlooked expenses after an accepted offer. I would just post that to my Facebook and just say, hey, home buyers, I made this for, a handful of clients, thought it could be helpful to, if any of you guys are looking for it. And you probably have a couple clients you're connected with that you could tag them in and just say, hey, clients A, B, and C, watch this video when you have a chance. It's really important. And you're not being an asshole. You're not like directly spamming or soliciting people. You're providing value. And as long as you always have some sort of value and you show your humanity, like you show that you're a person, mix in pictures of food and pets and stupid stuff and, sunsets and sunrises and all the kind of things that people see. And they're just like, yeah, okay, he's a pretty cool dude.
And that's for, say, what they see on the news feed. But another place you can put it, obviously, is like through your lead ads.
Yeah, you can do it through lead ads too. Yeah,
through a dark post where it doesn't show up on your page, but it's distributed out. So depends on what the purpose is.
And Brian, and like I said, you will never ever run out of content.
No.
I find some of the I found a listing in the MLS the other day that was the days on market was -28. I'm like, how is that even possible? And it was just like, I'm like, oh, let me snap a picture of that. And I put it up and people were like, oh, that's so funny, haha. And it's a very, very subtle reminder of what I do. And it's funny, kind of, cast a welcoming light on it because obviously real estate is not always the most welcomed profession. But it gives people just something to kind of show us like, hey, Dave's a pretty cool dude. And that's what I'm going for.
Cool.
Anything else? That was good. We're doing good here. I like these. This is I love these war rooms. This has been going well. So if you guys don't have anything else, what did I say? Oh, post if you want to do the walkthroughs with me. You can also post if you got any ideas for future webinars. Bill, I got yours for kind of a day in the life. Maybe I'll do like a vlog one day and just I'll video cam what I do in the day. And yeah, it'll probably be hilarious.
It will be.
Yeah, so if you guys got any ideas like that, post them on there too. And yeah, that's all I got. You guys cool?
Thank you.
All right, cool. Awesome. You guys have a good night.
Thanks. You
David,
too.
See
You guys. Thanks.
David, are you going to stop recording this?
Hang on one second. I will, yeah.